spins and Rusty spins and gets airborne and flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
Right out the picture, and it looks, there he is. Earnhardt right up on the back bumper of Rusty, and he does touch him.
That's
and
why
around he goes, and that's one reason that Dale Earnhardt went down there.
That's why he was so concerned, because he touched Rusty Wallace to start this situation, it looks like.
And the car overturns about 6 or 7 times, pirouetting on its nose, end over end, side over side, comes to a rest on its wheels between the start.
No way, this is crazy, crazy
They ain't
stuff.
gonna make it.
They got to make it 6 more times.
Oh, there they go.
There we go. There was no way.
Bobby Labonte's in it, Strimmi's in it, Jeff Gordon down to the ground.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Boyer, McMurray.
Right here, the 51 car, Owen Stenhouse squeezes to the outside.
And that's Yaley in the
And
36.
that shoved Yaley down. And look at that 78 car upside down and then lands on top of Ryan Newman's 39 car.
Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece, Logano on the outside, and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
And the first Chevrolet to go to victory lane this year. What a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
Oh, man. And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.
Oh, yeah, you can just see, it looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
That safer barrier was there. Thank goodness for that. But watch this thing. Once it starts flipping, it's like a feather. It just won't stop.
We saw Jarrett and Earnhardt were capable of pull away a little bit. They're trying.
Trouble behind Rusty Wallace is turning over.
Rusty Wallace, 20 feet in the air, spinning, crashing.
Well, I tell you, when they're running that close together and jockeying around position, you just know that things like this are going to happen. 400-miler in July a couple of years ago. There it is again.
Another angle. Looks like Derek Cope was involved.
Yeah, he clipped the 30 car of Michael Waltrip. They got together.
And as you watch that, it reminds me a bit of the late Connie Saylor, who passed away just a week ago. Remember when he sailed down the backstretch, Ned? What a great race.
Like made some contact.
Uh-oh, we've got a problem.
Contact here, for sure. Darrell Waltrip and Joe Russell. Waltrip's car gets on his roof and over.
Darrell Waltrip tumbling down the backstretch in what appears to be a very, very serious crash.
BW.
It looked like the car was going to slide through the grass there and be okay, but then I don't know if it crossed some paper or something that dug in.
Yes, Eddie.
Multi-car back in the front of the field. Oh, and Scott Riggs on his roof. Oh, Riggs.
Stay up. Easy, back it down as much as you can.
Wow, that's not what you want to see out of your Martinsville.
Whoa, guys, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life.
He hit that wall a ton.
Oh, my God.
He implemented a specialized team, completely dedicated to restrictor plate racing. Less than a dozen people. Oh, and we've got trouble on the track, and it's Kyle Busch upside down.
Big time crash. Kyle Busch goes upside down and rolls down across on his roof here on lap 26. Cars comes back over, and now side over side barrel rolls. And comes to rest on its wheels. Here now, Kyle Busch, left side of your screen in the 5 car.
He moved to the outside to go around Casey Mears. It looked like Tony was going to go out there to help him, and it could have possibly been a little bit of contact. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be, because you can get yourself out there, and all of a sudden the air's changing, and just a horrific wreck. But once again,
I think they got got 205 in them.
Look at McMurray. He has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Got it. Man, that thing is flipping, rolling.
That car is junk.
You got that right.
Well,
I just hope he's
for a ride right
He
there.
had been incredibly fast. He got a huge runoff turn 2.
Newman with a pretty good run. No, he maybe cut a tire.
Something happened to that car. It just went around all by itself on the straightaway.
And see, what really slid that car over was when Newman hit him on the left side. It lifted the right side up and caught air.
Yeah.
And look at that car come apart against the fence.
It just disintegrates.
I mean, everything did its job of what it's designed to do. The fence kept the car on the racetrack.
Played here. Oh, trouble. Ricky Rudd slamming toward the wall. Crashing, rolling over, side over side. Ricky Rudd, Ford automobile, out of control. Side over side several times.
Might have touched him, but sometimes because of the compression of the air, here you see Rudd's car turning back the wrong way as it slid. The air got under it, flipped it back the wrong way. I think that it was a blessing that it didn't get into that wall, Ken. It started spinning away from him, just like a bucking horse, going in every kind of a direction. And of course, Ricky holding a
Sauter with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
Scrubs off a lot of that speed.
I count 13 rolls for Christopher Bell. Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4th truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell can take that kind of ride.
Jeff Green got sideways there underneath the 27 car. Casey Atwood almost lost control.
And a big...
Oh, trouble, trouble.
Oh, and one car upside down.
Casey Atwood. And sliding through the grass, Kenson flies around.
White and yellow flag.
Atwood's car is destroyed. Left side of your screen.
Andy Hillenberg gets in the back of him, and he gets into the outside wall. You can see the 18 car there. The hood's all torn up on it where he got in the back of Casey Atwood.
It was right up and almost over Mike McLaughlin.
Comes back down on the back end and then back to the front end.
There goes the radiator and the springs.
Now, the good part is that probably looks really bad to the racing fan, but it's sliding on the roof. That's where all the roll cage is. It does not start turning over until it scrubs off a tremendous amount of speed. Now, watch him when he hits the grass here. It'll turn over several times there, but the speed is down where it's not like 190 miles an hour crash.
Is Michael Waltrip out of control, tri-oval, into a series of sidewinders. 9 shattering snap rolls. Less than an hour later, he was out of the infield care center into his Winston.
Just touch that brake, then let off the gas to slow that truck down. Just staying up high going in the corner. He's not following the truck in front of him. Don't know what's going on there.
Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Jeffrey Benon's on board. Listen. Truck is going to come along and hit it here. Watch and listen.
He turned a lap at over 192 miles an hour in qualifying.
Oh, we have trouble in turn number 2. Johnny Anderson flipping the third place car has crashed on turn number 2. Anderson's car totally destroyed. You could see his arm out of the car as the car was rolling side over side. In the car, here's David Hobbs.
Well, they're coming off turn 2. They're just turning into a strong headwind and lapping that slower car, which is upsetting the air. Anderson just gradually loses control. The back of the car comes round, hits the grass and lifts the inside, and once it's up, the air gets under it and just lifts the car in a reverse roll. Then it starts to roll a front roll. End over end, crashing down onto the roof.
Savage series of sidewinders ends the hopes of John Anderson to qualify for tomorrow.